Why hello there you sexy bees, I am VatiWah and welcome back to another episode of Sakura Angels. Now, in the previous episode, these two lovely young ladies were about to spill the secrets. They're about to tell us everything we want to know, so I would pay attention in this episode. So let's continue on with the story, shall we? Alright. But as you've heard from that Yuzuki person, time really is running short now. Which, by the way, I still can't believe you didn't tell us about up until now. Do you realize how much danger you put yourself in when you went to face her alone? Yes, but we got a lovely view of Yuzuki, you know how she was all soaking wet, her shirt, her uniform was pretty much translucent and clinging onto her skin. Yes, very lovely sight. Hikari cuts in and stomps her way across to join Sayaka, fire in her eyes. See? This is why I didn't tell her anything. I know, it was stupid, you know. But it was the only way I could learn anything since you guys weren't being very helpful. That's... She falls silent. I guess I got her there. He has a good point, Hikari. Don't side with him. I kinda like how Sayaka always makes that face where she winks and sticks out her tongue like this. Ha! You're supposed to be my partner. So all I hear now is how time is running short. But why? What exactly will happen tomorrow? The start of something really bad. What though? I know, can't you be more specific, Sayaka? Enough with the cryptic stuff, damn it. Don't yell at me, Kenta. I'm sorry, Kenta. I'm sorry, Sayaka, I'm sorry. Sheesh. Calm down, I was just getting to that. I may have lost it a little there. I pull back from her and quiet down. Alright, so it looks like we have a change of music, so it looks like things are getting serious now. Tell me, Kenta, what do you know about your bloodline? Well, not much, but I'm gonna need a nice girlfriend to continue on the bloodline, if you know what I mean, guys. Yeah. Your ancestors? I don't really, wait, why is that important? Your bloodline is the most important thing here. It's why we're even bothering to protect you. Okay, so what's so important about my bloodline? Hikari, don't be so mean. But your blood is why we were sent. Okay, am I like am I like the descendant of Jesus or something? Or Buddha or whatever? If it fell into the wrong hands, namely Yuzuki, we'd all be in a lot of trouble. Why my blood? What's so special about mine? It might be a little bit hard to believe, but well, you're the descendant of a long-running line of mages, people with magical abilities. Oh, well, wait a second, that doesn't make sense. If I come from a line of people, of mages, that's very good with magic, then how come I don't know any magic? Come again? Where on earth did you get that? Where on earth did they dig that up from? I think if they came to me with that on the first day we met, I would have labeled them crazy. Oh yes, but I would still date them. I would still date a crazy girl, maybe, you know. But after all I've seen, it's a bit easier to believe. How much more does it need to be spelled out for you? You have mage blood. Okay, so if I have mage blood, then what does that make Hikari and Sayaka? Since they have magic, they could do magic. I assume they're a part of the same bloodline? Ew, that means that we're probably like sisters or cousins or something. Shouting it into my ear doesn't really help me process it better, you know. Why wouldn't I know something like this? It seems pretty important. Well, the world in general doesn't really know about the existence of magic anymore. It's sort of just something that got lost in the history books as technology slowly began to take over. Oh, I see. Damn, I'm thinking of a cartoon or a movie where, damn, what is it? It might be an anime. What is it? I'm trying to think of it. It's about how this like was it cat? Oh, you know what? Forget it. I'm digressing. I'm rambling. Okay, forget it. So you know, most families with magic in their blood at this point don't even know about it. It's just something that lies dormant now. Okay. So if a lot of people have this magic blood, what makes mine so special? More special than theirs anyway. I'm glad you asked. Sayaka hops to her feet from bed, taking me by surprise. This girl can't sit still for more than 1 minute, I swear. And she's quite hyper. She's very, very active. I won't bore you with all the details, so here's the story in short. She clears her throat as if this were some school presentation she had been practicing for. Oh yes, and she should clear her throat because it's gonna get blocked by something pretty soon. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, is this like a presentation for like anatomy or something? Hundreds of years ago, back when magic was still prevalent in the world, there existed a mage with tremendous power. Okay, so let me guess, I'm the descendant of this mage? So much power that she was pretty much the mage at that time. No! I think I understand. I think I understand here. Bear with me. I'm trying to predict what will happen in the game. So this mage is the one that's trapped, and I am the great grandson, and they need my blood to release her? Is that what's going on? Oh, I hope my great grandmother is a MILF or something. Oh yeah! I'm sure it's fine, right? I mean, since, you know, a bunch of generations has passed and just... I think there's enough genetic variation to make it okay, right guys? Okay, whatever. Everyone looked up to her and she was an inspiration to all. But you know what happens to people with all the power in the world, right? Yes. Power corrupts people. She frowns and let out a sigh. They always want more power. It changes people, corrupts them. So she soon wanted dominion over everything. Over everyone, I mean. Oh, yes. Yes, I like that. I like having dominion over everyone. That way, you know, we could have sexy time every single day. All the respect that people once had for her turned into fear. And she became a blight on the land. Everywhere she went, darkness followed and spread across the land as she went about her conquest. This is getting pretty lengthy. And why do I feel like I know this person she's talking about? Because we're related. Come on, Kenta. Are you still with me, Kenta? No, I'm just staring at your boobies. She leans forward and raises an eyebrow as I let out a yawn. Yeah, totally. It's yeah. I think. But what does this person have to do with me? I'm getting there, gosh. Hold on to your panties, Kenta. Basically, you're related to that person that had the courage to stand up to this dark queen and put her into her place. Oh, okay, so I'm wrong. So we're not related to this evil person, okay. Hikari! Why did they spoil things? Because if you tell the whole story, we're gonna be here until the sun rises. So let me guess. I'm related to a guy, and maybe this guy had sexy time with this girl, the powerful evil girl, and that's how he sealed her away, right? Oh, yeah. And they're gonna need me to seal her off, right? Yes. That's exactly how it's gonna go down. And time is of essence here. Aww. I was really getting into it there and everything. Thanks, Hikari. I appreciate it. So, what? My ancestors killed this evil queen person? If he did, we wouldn't be here having this conversation right now. No, with all the power she had, killing her was an impossibility. Nothing's impossible. Nothing. I wouldn't go as far as to say that she was immortal, but I'm pretty sure she was. But I'm sure it's pretty close. The best he could do was seal her. Yeah, with some sexy time. We sealed her that way, right? Using the most powerful sealing magic he could muster. Yes, and he had a magic wand, and this is magic wand. He stabbed her, and a couple of times, and let out his magic into her. Yes, he let his magic out into her with his wand. Yes. Which leads us back to that magical old blood pumping around inside you, Kenta. Essentially, he tied his fate with hers when locking her away. Oh, I get it. So if I die, then she gets released, because I'm guessing the seal fails when the bloodline gets cut. Okay. A seal so powerful that it will only unlock when one strict condition is met. And what condition is that? I think you should know by now. I know, Kenta, you're so stupid. Something to do with my blood, right? Bingo! Looks like Sayaka is the Oracle from the Matrix, right? You know, the black old lady that mentors. Well, I don't think mentor's the right word, but kind of leads them on the right path, I think. Her seal will only truly unlock if it comes into contact with the blood of the one who sealed her away, or by extension any of his descendants. Well, actually not just any descendant. Oh, okay, good. So I was thinking, well, why not go after my dad? I mean, my dad, I'm the descendant of my dad, who is the descendant of the powerful mage, right? You know, or it could be my mom, who knows? It has to be the one who has latent magical power residing within them. So that means... It means your... okay. So it means your dad is safe and the shadows have no interest in him. He does have some magic in his blood, but it's not really enough to realize any abilities. Oh, that explains it. Huh. That's pretty convenient. Sayaka stretches and let out a tiny yawn. Oh yes, stretch that. Yes, that's a very nice view. It must have been exhausting for her to focus on one subject for so long. But I think things are finally starting to make sense now. So, are you following so far? Yeah, I think. Basically, my blood is the key to unlocking something terrible. Pretty much. But then, if it's connected to my blood, why are we running out of time? The seal will thankfully never break. Wait, the seal will thankfully never break unless your blood is spilled. But it's been a long time since she's been in prison. Okay, let me guess. My blood has to be virgin blood, right? I have to be a virgin for my blood to be effective, right? Oh, yeah. If I was writing a visual novel, that's what I would write. Meaning that the seal is weakening in its effectiveness with each passing day, and ever so slowly her influence has been creeping into the world. Kenta, your headaches. I see. So she's almost calling out to me in a sense? Ah, yeah! I like it when a girl calls out to me. It's like, hey, VatiWah, come over here. And then I go over there. It's like, hey, what's going on? And then it's like, usually it's like, oh, can you help me with this map problem? I'm like, oh, shit, fine. Yes. That's why the smart guys, smart guys, they do get contact with, they do get in contact with girls, girls might need help with homework. It does kind of seem wrong though. On both parts. Anyways, it's why the monsters have been as organized as they have. And why that girl Yuzuki, she instilled whatever power she could muster into that girl and is using her as a puppet until she's finally free of herself. Ah, that explains it. I'm not so sure what lies she must have fed to that girl in order to get her to obey, but she's infected her mind. Well, I think we could fix that if you guys know what I mean, right? I can't crack my fingers, damn it. But yeah, I'm sure you guys know what I mean, right? And given the current rate that her vileness has been seeping from her prison, tomorrow will be when she achieves even more influence on the world. The monsters will become more rampant than before. Yuzuki will become more powerful too. Basically, our job will become even more difficult than it already is. That's bad, huh? Very. Which brings us to the next order of business. When we were first assigned to watch over you, all we had to do was take care of the stray shadow or two if they suddenly decided to act on instinct. VatiWah has another light bulb that come on. So why don't we just go to a crowded area like a mall or busy subway and just stay there? Stay around a bunch of people and nothing will happen, right? But no, you know, we gotta go off by our own, alone, and get attacked. And that was easy enough. You had no idea those things even existed and we were able to keep hidden and watch from afar. But then things started to go wrong. When you saw that shadow, it really took both Hikari and I by surprise. It was like on a mission and completely slipped past our super vigilant watch. If I recall, wasn't that the day you insisted on getting a sandwich? Sandwich? Huh? Nope. We were ever vigilant. Oh, okay. I thought Sayaka was talking up to me about a sandwich. I'm like, sandwich? What sandwich? I guess I was even luckier than I thought that they had managed to save me back then. So anyway, once we were forced to show ourselves to you, it was clear that something wasn't right at all. And that it was even more obvious when Yuzuki assaulted us, wielding a power unlike anything we'd ever seen before. We've been looking into it when we have the free time, which is rarely ever when tasked with having to watch after you. Yeah, you know, actually how hard is it to even watch over Kenta? All he does is go to school, go home, go to school, go home, that's it. Well, excuse me for existing. And it quickly became apparent that things weren't going to solve themselves once we learned that the seal in place was beginning to slowly weakening. We need to reinforce her prison, strengthen it so her influence can't affect the outside world anymore, until, you know, a couple hundred years later when this repeats. Only if it were that easy. We could have done it ourselves without bothering you. Sayaka pulls out a complicated expression. I don't think I'm going to like what she has to say next. Kenta, we need your help. Ah, yeah. Finally we're useful. Finally Kenta is useful. Me? How the heck am I supposed to help? You guys are the only ones with fancy powers, with all the fancy powers. It's not exactly ideal that we have to rely on you, but I know, but we have no choice. And we're out of time to search for alternative means. Basically, since the seal was created by someone in your bloodline and linked directly to them, it can only be strengthened by someone bearing the same blood. So, either way, I'm gonna bleed. Wow, that's great. I mean, technically we could break the seal that's there and trap her in a new one, but I don't think we'd last long enough to do that. So in other words, I'm really the only solution here. I'm not sure how to take this. I don't know the first thing about this magic business though. Am I even capable of doing such thing? Sayaka takes a moment to ponder things, a finger held to her chin as her eyes run over me. Do you remember the night when Hikari was having fun with that tentacle shadow? Oh, yeah, of course, that's one of my favorite scenes. Who could forget? I was not having fun. Oh, Hikari, don't lie. Don't lie, you gotta be honest. I guess so. But what does that have to do with anything? You used Hikari's sword, didn't you? Yeah. But I don't... Kenta, you must have realized yourself how light the sword was despite its size, right? It's a blade infused with magic that connects to the wielder to deal swift and powerful blow with ease. So let me guess, I'm gonna be borrowing Hikari's sword? Or am I gonna be getting my own weapon? So infused in fact that if someone not capable of controlling that amount of magic were to attempt to wield it, they go boom! Wow, girls, thanks for telling me! The magic would have been too much for them to handle. Boom? Yes, boom! Like an explosion. Well, maybe not explode, but at the very least, at the very least, it'd bring about a messy end. And given that you're still standing around after swinging that thing around, it's safe to say that you have the potential in you. Yikes! I can't believe there was a possibility of exploding from picking up her sword! Ah yes, you know, so if I died, then the seal would weaken and she would eventually be released, right? Ah, okay. So either way, after time progresses, the shield is gonna break. Okay. What I did back then was even more reckless than I had realized. So if you can handle that sword, I think a little sealing magic should be no problemo. But then it also means we have to go to where she's sealed. Where is she sealed? Where's the portal? Taking along the one thing she's been seeking for all these years. It'll be reckless. And one mistake will mean that we could put the world in danger. No pressure then, huh? I try my best to keep things lighthearted and force an awkward laugh, but it's difficult after hearing all of this. To think that somehow I'm both the key to unlocking this woman from her prison and the only thing that could put her away for good. Tomorrow is our last chance to stop this before it spirals out of control. Okay. So basically after tomorrow, she goes so powerful that no one can stop her from reaching me. Oh, okay, I got it now. I think you're gonna have to skip a day of school, Kenta. But then my special perfect attendance. I won't get this perfect attendance award then. No, I can't do that. I wonder if out saving the world is a valid excuse to miss a day of school. If they choose to help us. That is, if you choose to help us. I'll understand if you don't feel up to it. Maybe we can find another way. But there isn't another way, is there? That's the whole reason you're telling me all of this. I heave out a sigh and give my guardians a look over. Yes, give them plenty of lookovers. They've done so much for me in the past week. And even more than I realized behind the scenes. If anything, I owe them this. I swallowed hard. I can feel my hands begin to tremble. I might die if I go with them. Well, you're going to die if you don't go with them. But then if we leave it, things will only get worse. So I guess I have no choice here, do I? I'll help with this sealing business. If you think I can manage it. You will? Sayaka looks ecstatic as she claps her hands together. Was she not expecting me to help? Hikari looks equally surprised. Geez, a little faith goes a long way, guys. So it looks like these girls are very happy that I'm helping them, but at the same time, surprise. Since I'm guessing they probably think I'm a wuss or something, I'm a loser wuss. But I showed them. It's the least I can do after you guys have been risking your lives for me every single day. If I finally have a way to help, then I'm not gonna waste that chance. Kenta. You know, you almost sounded cool there. Oh, Kenta. You gotta impress the ladies, you gotta be confident. Almost. I think we need to work on your heroic dialogue. But that'll come later. We have lots to cover if you're gonna see away this Dark Queen, so pay attention. Okay, so the music stopped. Interesting. And just when I thought the night couldn't get any longer, yet another lecture begins. Ugh. Oh man, I'm a little bit tired. I've been talking for like about 2 hours actually. Just playing this game? Okay. Okay, let's go. Oh good, we don't have to listen to a stupid lecture, okay. I'm sure it wasn't easy for the pair of them to teach someone like me the basics of magic, someone who only just barely was aware of its existence at all. I'm not even sure if I've got the steps down. But after hours of practicing, they've assured me that I've got it down. Ah yeah, does it involve sexy time? I won't be able to tell for sure until the real thing. Oh, okay, so we were using like a toy or something, one of those lights that starts with a F. It rhymes, it's a flashlight, but it's not a flashlight, it's a toy. You know, just kidding. Oh, VatiWah, get your mind out of the gutter. Yeah, we're practicing for the real thing. That's what scares me. What if they've misjudged what I'm really capable of? Or if I messed up? Or there's a whole range of possibility of things messing up on that day. Oh, Kenta, you gotta be more confident in yourself. These are the thoughts that stay with me long after the girls return to their tent to catch whatever rest they can get before the morning. The last thoughts that I had before finally drifting off to sleep is that the toughest day of my life is lying ahead of me. Okay, so do we get like a sexy picture? Or are we gonna go to an episode without one? I slowly come to my senses. Morning has arrived, and as usual in the morning, we're gonna go to the bathroom. Guys? Yeah. Okay. There's no time to waste. I slipped out of the covers and steel myself for what's to come, feeling more awake than I have ever been in the previous mornings. Which is surprising, seeing as I probably got at best a few hours of sleep. I guess the fear of what's to come if I mess this up is what's keeping me going. A better motivation than any other. Okay, let's do it! Let's do this! I peer at a pair of determined eyes that stare back up at me from the mirror. Mirror? What? This is the most focused I've ever been in my life. Oh, you're talking about my own eyes in the mirror. Okay, I thought... Okay. It's funny how much has changed in these past few days. And it's even more weird how I seem to accept it. As if deep down I knew all of this was Damn it. As if deep down I knew all of this to begin with. That doesn't make sense. As if deep down I knew all of this to begin with. That doesn't make sense. I don't know if you guys. I slip into my casual clothes and make for the dining room. What about the bathroom? Unless we're in a bathroom right now since we're looking in the mirror. Aw, come on, really? No sexy scene? I find the two girls waiting for me as expected. Though I'm caught a little off guard by the fact that they're in their battle outfits. Oh yes, they are in their battle outfits. They're not in their usual schoolgirl outfits. Well yeah, I guess we are kind of missing out on a day of school. Understandable, understandable. Good morning. Did you sleep well? About as well as I could, knowing what's to come. Make sure to eat well before we leave. Oh yes, I want some milk, and I want some nice, you know, some nice melons, like some cantaloupe. You know, VatiWah. You're going to need the strength. I'm sure I'm gonna need all the strength I'm gonna need, you know, for some sexy time. Right. Of course. I start for the kitchen and prepare the most simple food I can think of. So I think I forgot to ask this last night when we got carried away with the other stuff. But where exactly is this dark queen imprisoned? Huh? Didn't we say? She's just sealed just outside of town. What? I almost dropped the plate I'm holding. She's that close by? Of course. Why else would you think her influence is spreading around here so easily? I didn't really think about any of that. That's a good point. But to think she's been this close the whole time. No wonder things have been getting progressively more crazy around here. Well, it does make sense since my ancestor probably lives in this very same town, the same city. So I'm guessing, you know, my ancestor married someone, and they just live here for generations and generations. Probably they don't know why they're living here. Okay, let's see, okay, but to think she's been this close the whole time, no wonder things have been getting progressively more crazy around here. She must be furious. To have the key to her freedom just out of grasp like this. To be fair, while we knew she was at least in the area, we didn't pinpoint her exact location until last night. I hope we get a nice picture of this evil mage, as this would be very nice. Anyways, I think this is a good place to pause. I'm VatiWah. I hope you sexy bees enjoyed this episode of Sakura Angel, and if you did, bang that like and subscribe button, bang it good. Anyways, VatiWah here. Stay sexy, my friends. Stay sexy.